there's a bigger plane. There's such a thing as two countries na superpowers na sila talaga ang sila talagang may competition. Maliit tayong bansa eh. Wala naman tayong, kahit anong gawin natin, we are not at par with China in every aspect. Ang ating trade with China is 0.3. Ang trade ng China with us is 0.3%. That's too small for them. They can ignore us. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, ang the best way lagi sa Pilipinas is to stay neutral and then to, talk it out with China when you talk about the South China Sea issue.
Dito naman po sa development ng sa ating bansa ngayon po, Prof, no, meron pa nga tayong internal na mga problema, lalo na dito sa issue ng korupsyon, pati nga yun doon sa AFP modernization, nako-question nga rin dahil nga sa binabawasan pero nananatiling matapang ang Pilipinas, no? Sa posisyon na nito laban na dito sa China. In fact, magrereklamo na naman na ulit yung Pilipinas din. Kakayanin ba natin na matalo itong ganito? Madedepensa natin yung ating sarili. Meron pa tayong issue ng korupsyon. Ating modernization hindi nga napapaganda kasi minsan nabibiktima din ng mga pag-slash dahil na ililipat yung mga pondo po, Prof.
Yun nga yung sinasabi ko dyan sa issue ng relationship ng Philippines and China. Supposedly kasi dapat hindi yan maging complicated kasi ang relationship naman ng dalawang bansa, if you look at other aspect or other parts of it like economic, cultural, diplomatic, what may it be business, even people to people, wala namang problema, wala namang issue talaga. Pero ang nagiging issue talaga lagi is all about the South China Sea. And now, you have also the issue of the Taiwan Strait. Taiwan, actually, kasi ang nangyayari sa Pilipinas right now, if you really look what is happening geopolitically speaking, militarily, defense, security-wise, ginagawa tayong indirect na panangga sa Taiwan. Indirect, not direct. Indirect, pero if you look at the Philippines, ang daming under Marcos Jr. government, ang daming mga defense and military agreements na pinapasok tayo with the Western Alliance, katulad ng United States, Australia, Japan, at NATO member states, some NATO member states. Kung tinitignan mo, marami rin pinapasok ng mga military and defense na mga agreements. Ang tanong, why do we have to do that? Ang target kasi niyan is China. Pero hindi lang yan kasi usapin ng South China Sea. Andyan pumapasok ang usapin ng Taiwan. Kasi ginagawa tayong launching pad or what you call proxy or even indirect. Kasi ang geographical location natin malapit sa Taiwan. Pag pumunta ka sa dulo ng north, malapit na yan sa Taiwan eh. Ang Batanes actually is few hours or just 1.5 hour away from Taiwan. So, makikita mo, yun yung ginagawa sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, ang tanong, ang involved kasi dyan, when you talk about the South China Sea, is of course other claimant states. But andyan ang malaking country na hindi mo madideny. Andyan ang China as a claimant state. And the Taiwan issue, it is... there's such a thing as one China policy and China is very strong that Taiwan is really a part of China. So mahirap na usapin yan kasi usapin din yan ng territory na it's a claim, it's a sovereign claim na it's not even a claim, it's really based on UN resolution na ang Taiwan is part of China. So kapag ang Pilipinas pumapasok ka sa mga ganitong usapin, nagkakaroon ka ng problema, of course, with your relationship with China, which is a superpower. It's really a fact. Militarily, it's already a superpower too. So nagkakaroon ka ng problema when in fact, pwede namang simplihan yan eh. Isi-simplify mo lang ang mga bagay-bagay. Huwag mong i-complicate. Kasi the more the government, especially under Marcos Jr. administration, complicates all of these things, lalong nalalagay sa alanganin ang Pilipinas. Kasi lahat naman ng bagay, lalo na when you talk about the South China Sea, pwedeng pag-usapan. Marami tayong example dyan. Andyan yung Malaysia, andyan yung Vietnam. Wala tayong marinig na magulo between Malaysia and China. Wala tayong marinig na masyadong magulong between Vietnam and China. Pero ang laging maingay is between China and the Philippines. Bakit? It's not because of the Philippines per se. It's really because of the external actor like the United States putting us in that situation na nagiging proxy and pawn tayo nila against China. Kasi talaga, this is really there's a bigger plane. there's such a thing as two countries na superpowers na sila talaga sila talagang may competition. Maliit tayong bansa eh. Wala naman tayong, kahit anong gawin natin, we are not at par with China in every aspect. Ang ating trade with China is 0.3. Ang trade ng China with us is 0.3%. That's too small for them. They can ignore us. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, ang the best way lagi sa Pilipinas is to stay neutral. And then to, talk it out with China when you talk about the South China Sea issue. Kasi feeling ko naman, ang nakikita ko, pag nakipag-usap ka, in a way, na magkakaintindihan kayo, at saka tanggalin mo yung issue ng external force, like the United States and its allies, I think China will look at the Philippines as a trustworthy partner. Pero ang problema, under a Marcos Jr. government talaga, ang tingin kasi ng China sa Pilipinas talaga, it's not trustworthy. Kasi makikita mo rin naman talaga ang foreign policy ni BBM is really leaning to the United States. It's not only leaning to the United States, it's really leaning to the Western Alliance led by the United States, including NATO member states. So hindi talaga magiging at peace at hindi magiging stable ang relationship natin with China, and it has an impact on us. Kasi unang-una, our economic relation is not doing well. Pangalawa, political relationship hindi rin okay. Pangatlo, ang diplomatic ties natin medyo problematic din. So these are issues na it will not only affect the Philippines and China relation, but it affects the regional states like ASEAN member states. Kasi kung anong ginagawa natin, nagkakaroon ng anxiety ang other member states in ASEAN. Kasi nga, ang nakikita nila talaga, it seems like we are being converted into a battleground of the superpowers, rivalry and competition. Tapos ginagawa tayong launchpad or tinatawag indirect, na parang indirect country na pwedeng maging buffer in any contingency na may kinalaman sa Taiwan, which is supposed to be dapat hindi tayo nakikialam because that is not our problem. It's not our problem, and we should not be used as a staging ground or even as an indirect buffer or indirect country na gagamitin against whatever kind of eventuality na mangyayari dyan sa Taiwan between the China and the United States. Kasi tayong kawawa doon. Tayo ang kawawa doon. At saka, it seems din sa under a BBM administration na wala na tayong tinatawag mong strategic autonomy to make our own decision as a country.
Opo.
Lahat, when you talk about defense and military, palaging andyan ang United States influencing us. And that's really true. And it's very obvious. Huwag na tayo maglukuhan, Diyos ko naman.
Opo.
Lahat tayo Pilipino, alam natin ito. At nakikita natin ito. Maraming nakakaalam nito.